What's up? What's up? Good afternoon. Y'all, I keep meaning to get a little oil right there. Slick this down a little bit. Got this flyaway hair. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Man, oh man, oh man. For those of you that have been following my channel for a long time, remember we used to have our Cinco de Mayo party? We used to have happy hour, but YouTube shut that down. They won't let you play music. You know, before you could just demonetize the video. Now, shoot, they be trying to give you a hard time, honey. So I don't even fool with the music no more, child. But we used to have Cinco de Mayo parties and stuff like that. Let me say hi to the people. Let me say hi to the people. Hey, Corey. Hey, Amber, Lemon Kush, Taurus, Brandon, Cross Country. Hey, L Love. What's going on? Sharice, Diva. Hey, boo. Give me shelter. There go my Tracy. OMG, I need Tori to get sentenced already so I can start planning my deportation party. I'm not doing this with you. Really, be I got a big old order from Avon. I don't see you advertising anymore. I do still do Avon. I really haven't been advertising it. Child, let me find you my link. Is the link still in my description box? Hold on, the link might still be in my description box. Um, for the Avon child. I was thinking about that the other day. I said, because my mama called me the other day and wanted me to order her some Avon. And I said, shoot, it's been a long time since I done some Avon child. But I do need to order some stuff. I need to order some stuff for myself. It's skin so soft season, child. I need to get me some sunscreen and skin so soft and all that good stuff. Hold on, let me see if I can get the link for you real quick. Hey everybody coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in. Hold on, let me see here. I believe the link is in the description box. So let me go to the description box and find the link. And find the link. Yeah, here it is right here. Shop Avon. Okay, hold on. That should be the link right there. Yes, honey. Yeah, old school skin so soft. They go the link right there, L Love. Thank you so much. And don't forget, Danny, drop the hey Danny Boo, when you get a chance, drop the link for the merch. Don't forget we have merch, you guys. We have um the we have t-shirts, we got the water bottles, we have the water bottles with the infusers, we have the mugs. Yeah, I gotta get on my game this weekend. I said I was gonna put together a commercial. I did a commercial, but it's a little short commercial. I said I need to get together. I had the little commercial right here, little commercial, little commercial. Just a little commercial, but I need to update it because I need to do the t-shirt. I need to update the commercial. So we're gonna work on that. But happy Friday to everybody. There's a link right there. Danny dropped the link to the Etsy store. So, all right, let's get into some things. First of all, um, the Tony nominations came out, and I want to say, congratulations. You know, this year I went to Broadway 3 times this year to see um three different Broadway shows. I saw the piano lesson. Um, I saw the piano lesson. I saw, oh, I forgot the name of that second one I saw. It was a two-man play about the brothers, and they had the guy that played Dr. Dre from the NWA movie. He was in it. And then, yeah, I know I went to see Something Like It Hot twice because my friend's daughter is in the play, and she actually plays. They call it swing, meaning she is trained to play all of the female roles. So she plays all of the female roles. If somebody calls out sick or whatever, and she has played the lead. Oh gosh, she's played the top dog. Thank you, top dog underdog. Thank you, Rue Rue. Oh my gosh, thank you for remembering. Top dog underdog. Oh, thank you. How you remember that? Thank you so much. Did you go see it? Ruru, did you go see it too? It was good. Um, That's where I ran into what's her face? Tasha from Power. That ain't her name. That was her character's name. Uh oh gosh. That's where I ran into her. But anyway, and yet you didn't see Hamilton. Oh, really be I didn't see Hamilton. Hey, Blue Prada Shoes. Hey, hey, hey. So with that being said, the Tony nominations came out, and top top dog underdog, the guy who played the lead, the one who played Dr. Dre in the NWA movie, he was nominated for a Tony. He deserves it. He did so good. Uh, you did. Oh, you saw it. Yes, you said you wanted Yaya to take his a shirt off so bad, child. But he was nominated for a Tony, and he deserves it. When I say, listen, that's one of those plays where the way it ended, you saw it coming. Like you knew, you kind of knew that's how it was gonna end. But when it happened, you were still like, it was good. It was really, really good. Of course, the piano lesson was really, really good. The Tory Naughton, thank y'all. Thank you, Vintage 1970. Yeah, she was in the play. I mean, she was in the audience. And y'all know that I took the picture with her. She was very nice. She was very nice. Um, and y'all know, um, the piano lesson was directed by Sam Jackson's wife, Latanya Jackson. Sam Jackson played the lead. Danielle Brooks, Denzel Washington's son was in it as well. Old boy from Troy. What's his boy named Troy? That was from Empire. Played the oldest son in Empire. He was in it. It was you jumped and clutched your pearls. It was right, but Ruru, you saw it coming, right? But then once it happened, you were still like, oh my gosh, yeah. Um, and so I'm saying all this to say, and then Some Like It Hot, which let me tell y'all something. Some Like It Hot is phenomenal. And I'm not just saying that because I'm biased. You know, my girlfriend's daughter is in it. I've known her since she was an infant, and I thought she did. I saw her play the lead, and I saw the lead play the lead, and I thought both of them do a very good job. It was so good. Um, but Sam Jackson is nominated. The piano lesson is nominated for like, oh my gosh, a bunch of them. But Sam Jackson is nominated. August Wilson is nominated. Best revival or something like that. It's nominated for like best revival. Um, it's got like 5 or 6 nominations. Hold on. And as you guys know, Candy Burris is an executive producer. So if it wins the Tony for Best Revival, she gets a Tony Award. And she said that she wants to be an EGOT. And so, she's got the Grammy, she's got the G. And this week she was nominated, Candy was nominated this week for a Tony and for an Emmy. I don't know what she was nominated for an Emmy for, a child. I didn't keep up with that. I don't know what the Emmy was for. But she was nominated for a Tony and an Emmy this week. So this is a good week for Miss Candy Burrs. Excuse me. I'm trying to find it because I think I have it in here somewhere. But Some Like It Hot was nominated for 12 Tonys, including Best Featured Actor, Best Leading Actor, Best Leading Actress, Best Leading Actor, Best Featured Actress, Best Lighting, Best Costume Design, Best Book Adaptation of a Musical, because this is based on the book, Some Like It Hot, Best Orchestra, Best Scenic Design, Best Choreography. The choreography is phenomenal. Best Director and Best Original Score. Um, and it's executive produced by Mariah Carey and Amber Ruffin. So, and so Mariah Carey is nominated for a Tony. Amber Ruffin is nominated for a Tony. Like I said, Candy Burrs is nominated for a Tony. RuPaul is nominated for a Tony again. He won last year. Um, I forget the name of the play. Jennifer Hudson. That's how she got her EGOT. She won the Tony as being executive producer for the play that won last year for Best Musical. So, y'all, a lot of black excellence, honey, with the Tony Award. So once again, I'm gonna be watching the Tonys because I have a vested interest in seeing who wins, honey, and seeing who wins. I got a vested interest, so I would definitely be. We're gonna be following the Tonys, child. Um. Well, thank you, Cross Country. You said TK got you for 2 months, child. I didn't even know Mariah was an executive producer on something like High. Yeah, she's executive producer on something like It High, and so is Amber Ruffin. Y'all know the comedian Amber Ruffin. Um, and it's good. Listen, if you live in the New York area or you're going to be going to New York, I'm telling you, some like I've seen it twice, and if I lived in New York, I would have probably seen it 5 times by now. It is so good, and they do a really, really. I didn't see the original, so I don't know what they changed from the beginning to the end. I don't know what they changed, but gifted memberships. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody gifted some memberships. Oh, thank y'all. Y'all gifted memberships. Looks like the cat is out the bag. Tokyo Tony will be one of the judges for Zoo. Child, if y'all don't leave Tokyo Tony alone. Thank you, Cross Country. Cross Country has gifted a membership, and Mary Studevant has become a member. Mwah, thank you guys. I love it. Thank y'all. Yes, yes, for the gifted memberships. Yes. Oh yeah, it'll be two bitter peaches. Yeah, it'll definitely be two bitter peaches, child. You know that. You know that. Thank you so much, Cross Country. That's what she meant when she said she's bringing it to the tribe. Thank you so much. What Danny say? Hold on. What's going on, Danny? Somebody said they're gonna check with you offline. You got some bad news this week. Okay, well, yeah, I need to talk to you too. All right. Um, so shouts out to Candy, shouts out to all that black excellence over on the Great White Way, that they call Broadway. Like I said, I didn't take, I don't know why I didn't take a screenshot, but there was a picture. I saw it of all of the black nominees. I know, wait a minute, hold on. I know where to find it. Hold on. I know where to find it. I know exactly where to find it because Kayla put it on her Instagram page. So I know where to find it. It was on her Instagram page. Maybe not. Hold on, Kayla. Is this it right here? Oh, maybe she just put it on her story and it's gone. She might have just put it on her story. Dang. I thought Tracy found it. No, wait a minute. Uh-oh, hold on. More. Okay, hold on. Yvette was gifted a membership. Vintage 1970. Well, go ahead. Yes, all of the. Mwah, thank you so much, Cross Country, again. She gifted 3 members a membership. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the membership. Tracy will tell y'all where to find all the videos y'all looking for, child. I think that yeah, I thought Kayla put it in her story, but she didn't. I mean, she put it in her story. It's gone. I thought she just posted it on her Instagram. But anyway, I'll find it. I'll tell you guys. I'm sure they'll post it again, or I'll come across it again. Um, Watch Natasha come and hit us with the BS. What Natasha gonna do now, child? Ain't nobody worried about Tasha, child. Hey Xavier. So welcome, welcome, welcome to all the new members. I think that playlist that I think the playlist that has all of the videos that Tracy be talking about and me cussing people out, I think it's called Reads, Reads, like I'm reading somebody. I think that's the playlist where y'all can find all them videos, child. And that is on members only. That playlist is on members only. So I think that's where you can find it. Anyway, um, so that's what that is. Okay, so congratulations to all the black people on Broadway. All right, let's get into some of these other stories. Oh, child, the latest. Let's just go on and do the latest YSL trial update, child. I just. Oh Lord. Young Thug's brother, who actually took a plea deal, was arrested. Young Thug's brother Unfonk, Unfoonk, who actually took a plea deal. He was part of the RICO. He took a plea deal. He has been arrested after he was allegedly pulled over and the police found a weapon in his vehicle, which violates the plea agreement. Listen, y'all, let me, y'all, why? Sir, you, unless y'all gonna show me evidence of the police planting that weapon, let's just assume for a minute it's his weapon. Sir, you were in a whole RICO trial. Your brother is still showing up in court every day for this whole RICO trial. You took a plea agreement that probably got you on probation for the rest of your damn natural life. Okay? You have to know that you still hot. Sir, you hot. The police know who you are. They got you on speed dial. Your picture is probably hanging up in every police cruiser in the greater Atlanta area. They know you, sir. You can't do nothing wrong for a good minute. Couple of years. Okay? A couple of years. You can't do nothing wrong. You can't jaywalk. Okay? You can't pick up too many sugar packets at the Starbucks. All right? You can't go on the 7-Eleven and get too many creamers for the coffee you didn't buy. Sir, you can't do nothing. Nothing. You don't let the police pull you over and find a pow pow. So what is wrong with y'all? Y'all just like jail. People probably want to pow pow him, so I understand him carrying a weapon. Okay, well, listen. Then he like jail. Listen, I get it. I get it. I get it. Then he like jail. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. So you on probation. You're not supposed to have a pow pow. Period. Period. As the world turns, child. As the YSL trial turns, child. I thought it was something else with the trial. I don't know. I thought it was something else that happened with the trial. I might be wrong. I might have to go back and think about it, child. I don't have it in my notes. That's what I have in my notes. It might be something else that I'm just not thinking about. Who knows? Who knows, child? Who knows? We'll be here every day talking about that damn trial. It's it's three hots and a cot. That's all a man needs sometimes. I guess, child. Child, as the YSL turns, that's what this is. Because this is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, Isaiah Washington thought that we cared about what they was doing down to the Grey's Anatomy 10 years ago. Let me just read y'all what he has said, and then I'm gonna tell y'all how much we don't care. So Isaiah Washington, who earlier this week told us about all of his KKK friends when he was a kid, says, I wonder if I should tweet about the rampant alcohol and drugs used amongst my fellow castmates and producers of Grey's Anatomy and all of the swinger parties that took place. I remained clean for 3 years and declined the after hours hot tub invites because I was convinced that I would lose my contract with a urine analysis at any moment and lose my dear wife if I got in that woman's hot tub. I wonder. So don't nobody care. First of all, nobody is surprised. Who is surprised to find out that on a movie, I mean, a TV show, you can find drugs, alcohol, and sex parties? If you are shocked by that information, put a one in the chat. I want to know who was shocked by that. Who was shocked by that information? Number two, when we would have cared would have been 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when you first got fired from the show, and maybe you were using this as a defense. I don't know. But I don't think we would have cared then. But I damn sure know I don't care now. I mean, what made you just wake up yesterday and decide, let me see what I still have left in my arsenal? Not Isaiah Washington walks so that Jonathan Majors can run. I'm not doing this with y'all. Lord. But Isaiah, seriously, like, you would have been, let me tell you something. I would have been more open to hear this if he had written a book, right? If Isaiah Washington had written a book and then this was part of the book and he was going on like a press junket, you know how when somebody writes a book and they go on a press junket and they highlight the most salacious parts of the book to get us to buy it, I would be more impressed if that's what was going on. Like, oh, he wrote a book and this is the information he wrote about Grey's Anatomy. His 2 years, 3 years on Grey's Anatomy. Sir, Grey's Anatomy has been on TV for 5,000 years. You were on the first 4 seasons. Don't nobody care. Yeah, he got fired for outing his co-star and using homophobic slurs and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, sir, don't nobody care. I mean, swing parties aren't against the law. Alcohol ain't against the law. And like I said, if anybody is surprised that there were drugs available to people on the set of a TV show or a movie set or whatever, I mean, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to tell you. If you were shocked to find that out, I got something else I could shock you with. Like, sir, go sit down somewhere, please. The more Isaiah talks, the worse it gets. Exactly. Exactly, Morgan. I'm more shocked that the show's still on TV. Hey, Diva, what's up, boo? Yeah, I'm more shocked that the show is still on TV, child. Anyway, but I just thought, Isaiah thought we cared, so I thought I would mention it. I mean, I don't care. Y'all don't care. I don't care. Y'all don't care. All right. A couple of months ago, I briefly discussed the situation with Shangela from RuPaul's Drag Race that was being accused of, sexual assault. Um, Part of the reason why I did not make a big deal about it at the time is because where I saw it was not necessarily I ain't gonna say it wasn't a reputable source, but it wasn't a mainstream source, right? And for something that serious of an accusation, I wanted to make sure that I got my information from a source that I felt was trustworthy. So I mentioned it to you guys, but I did not make a big deal about it. Um, Now what the story was that we heard originally with that first situation, because it was like one of those websites where people post what somebody said on Instagram, right? So the account was coming from the person's like Twitter or Instagram, and so it wasn't like court documents or anything like that. And again, for something that serious, Shangela has addressed it, Xavier. I'm going to get there. Shangela has addressed it. Um, so allegedly, what happened? The account of the accuser is saying that they worked on the crew of We're There. I mean, We're Here, the TV show on HBO. Allegedly, he's saying that hold on, because I'm gonna call Shangela by her government name, child. Keep calling her by her drag name. From the day to the night, we ride, we ride, we ride. I know it, I know it. Child. Uh-uh. Hold on. I got the screenshot. Where to put it? Here it is right here. Let me read you guys the story. DJ, thank you, Abby. Hey, boo. So DJ, what he's saying is that they were out celebrating. The show was wrapping. It was the last night of filming or whatever. They went out for drinks. Um, they were drinking or whatever. Shangela offered to let him ride in his Uber back to the hotel. They, hey Duchess World, how you doing? They got up in the somehow or another he went up in the boy room, and he said that he told him he didn't want to have. Thank you so much. Yes, honey, it's growing back, honey. Hallelujah. Um, Somehow or another he went up to his room, but he didn't want to have, sex. He told him no. He said that I'm gonna read y'all what it say here. But he said that it was forced, that he forced him to take some sort of, you know, a drug, and that he attempted to take advantage of him. Now, in the first story I read, he said that he did take advantage of him, that he did actually have sex with him. He woke up the next morning, and Shangela was like packing up and saying, well, DJ was packing up saying, go ahead and sleep in the room, checkout time is at whatever, whatever. Um, and then left from there. But let me read you guys what this the account, that account was a lot more detailed than this one. So that's why I added some more details. But let me read you guys what this says. And this is um coming from People Magazine. So, RuPaul's Drag Race star Darius Jeremy Pierce, DJ, also known as Shangela, is hitting back against recent rape allegations made against him. The TV star is caught up in an explosive lawsuit filed by a former production assistant named Daniel McGurgy, who worked with Shangela on the HBO series We're Here in early 2020. In February of that year, McGurgle alleges that he had fallen asleep in Shangela's Louisiana hotel room where the show had finished up filming for the first season. He was then said to have been woken up by the drag queen pouring liquid poppers on his face. Shangela, according to the court docs filed in the Los Angeles Superior Court, then allegedly proceeded by pulling down his pants and attempted to penetrate the production assistant, who fought the drag queen off after telling him no. The accuser says that he was overpowered by Shangela, who insisted that he gets to penetrate him and allegedly said, I know you want it and you're going to take it. Shangela has vehemently denied the accusations made against him and has since issued a statement to People magazine. And this is the statement. I can't begin to explain how hurt and disgusted I am by these totally untrue allegations. They are personally offensive and perpetuate damaging stereotypes that are harmful not only to me, but also to my entire community. An external investigation into this embittered individual's claims previously concluded that they were completely without merit. So what it sounds like is that this Mr. McGurgle made a complaint to HBO or to the production company, and that there was a full external, and that's important because what that means is that they didn't do it themselves. They actually had somebody else come in, hear the statements, go through the evidence, do an investigation, and according to DJ, it says that Mr. McGurgle's claims, that it concluded that they were completely without merit. Now, hey Cams, hey boo. Now, of course, of course, DJ ain't gonna be like, yeah, I did it. But it sounds like this situation, that this person did go to HR or did make a formal complaint, right? And that there was an investigation, and the production company did not believe the accusations. That doesn't mean that they're not true. Doesn't mean that they are true. Um, so this person has filed paperwork with the LA Superior Court. Um, so we'll have to see where it goes from there. Hey, Soulful Dog, what's up, boo? I have an opinion, but y'all know I really try to wait and see what information comes out of this. Personally, but I feel a little more comfortable talking about it now because we at least have a statement from Shangela, so or DJ. We at least have a statement, and I feel a little bit better knowing that there was an investigation, that this wasn't something that was just sort of like glossed over and people ignored. So, we'll keep our eye on this one, and I'll give you guys an update when there's something to talk about, when there's an update to give, child. I hate it. I hate it. I really like Shangela, and I would hate to think that this is true. Well, DJ. I keep DJ. And I really don't want to, think that this is true. So I'm a little biased in this situation, but y'all know, even when I'm biased, I try to be fair. And like I said, I don't want to dismiss somebody's experience because I wasn't there. So, all right, investigation aren't always affection. Boy, you mean they're not always good? My brain can't work right now. I heard about it last year from Reddit. Yeah, I think I might have heard it from Reddit too. I don't know, but I know wherever I read it the first time, I was like, yeah, I'm not really going to make a big deal about this one until I get more information. So, yeah. All right. Neyo child. Now listen, when Crystal Neo's ex-wife, when they were still married and she first filed for divorce, remember when she went public and said that he was out there humping around and had a baby on her, and then he tried to get a gag order put on her, like talking about it's ruining his reputation, and the judge was like, no, she can say whatever she want to say on her, on her social media platform, because I guess she wasn't lying. Well, fast forward, they divorced and all of that. Fast forward to today, Neo reportedly files a motion to establish paternity of the youngest two children that he had with another woman during his marriage, and he's also allegedly filing for custody or partial custody. Let me read y'all this coming from the Shade Room, child. Looks like Neo is making strides to have more time with his youngest two children. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, Neo recently filed a motion to establish the paternity of his youngest two children, whom he welcomed with his mistress during his marriage to Crystal Smith. The documents state that Neo is going the legal route to determine if he is the father so he can be awarded joint legal and physical custody. As we previously reported, the R&B legend welcomed blah 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 blah. Now, old girl done come down to the shade room and she done posted her DNA uh, paperwork. She said, I, that's not the T. But if everybody keep trying to tell my story, I'm gonna give the most epic story time you've ever had. And she posted the DNA results. So like I guess she was like, we already know. I already know who the daddy is. Okay. I already know who the daddy is. So all of this, him filing the paperwork, uh Neo and his forehead are exhausting. R&B legend, listen, I just read it, Amber. I ain't writing, child. I just read it. Let me tell y'all something. I knew Neo won't shit. And again, I don't know what. Listen, I don't know the conversations that people be having in the privacy of their own home. So let me be clear about that. Hey, peace. What's up, boo? I don't know the conversations that people be having in their private situation, their home. But I knew Neo won't shit when Monyetta had them two babies and he talked her into having her tubes tied, but he didn't have no vasectomy. And then he ended up divorcing her or breaking up with her. I don't know if they were ever legally married, child. Breaking up with her, leaving her in the house that they shared together with the two kids while he went off with Crystal and went on to have two, three more babies. How you gonna talk? He talking about something because they had a boy and a girl. He talking about something. My family is complete, and you done talk that woman into having her tubes tied. Now let's be clear. I can't put it all on him because you allowed him to talk you into it. You didn't have the benefit of a marriage certificate. I mean, I think they had an engagement ring, but you ain't have no marriage certificate. You let that man talk you into it. But I think that was some ain't shit stuff he did. Okay. Neyo did the same with Mangetta because he had to pay child support for a child that wasn't his because he claimed the child treated the child like because he claimed the child and treated the child like his own. Oh, okay. Right. Well, remember Neyo and Crystal separated and then they got back together. And when they got back together, her ass got pregnant. So I'm wondering if when they separated, it was because she was pregnant. She found out about the mistress and the mistress having a baby. But then you turned around and had another baby. So Crystal, again, I got to side eye you too, girl. You'd have turned around and had another baby with this man. These people, I don't understand. Wasn't he often target begging for people to buy his CD? Child. They said Crystal was brought into the relationship through I don't know how, child. Crystal had 3 kids for Neyo. I saw them in DMB, and Crystal has an ant booty like tiny, very bad BBL. Oh, child. Yeah, they had right. Remember they had that big ass party um down to the Vegas to renew their vows when they got back together, and she was pregnant. They had it was like a whole red theme. Child, I said, and then girl, that was after you found out he had a whole baby on you. Listen, I mean everybody's non-negotiables ain't the same. Okay, everybody's non-negotiables ain't the same, child. I, so Neil, you now have one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 kids. Okay, Neil, you knocking on Nick Cannon. You you knocking on Nick Cannon's back door, sir. You got 2 kids with Monyetta, 3 kids with Crystal, and now you got these 2 kids by your mistress. You knocking on Nick Cannon's back door, sir. Nick Cannon got what, 12? Sir? Sir? Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Crazy. Just crazy. He trying to compete with Nick Cannon for short, child. Child. I can't. I can't with the people. I can't with the people. All right, y'all. We have reached the part of our show where we have shit we did not ask for. For those of you that are new here, welcome all my new members. But we have a segment here called "Shit We Did Not Ask For." Um, Usually it's food or things of that nature. Um, and for those who would like to participate in the shit we did not ask for, um, if you're a member, you have the emojis, okay? And all my new members, y'all make sure y'all check. I gotta add some emojis with the new members, child. Um, gotta add the new emojis. But if you're not a member, you can always click a 1 if this is something you asked for, a 2 if it's something you did not ask for, and a 3 if it's a hell no. A 3 if it's a hell no. Now, shout out to the subscriber who sent this one to me. Shout out to the subscriber who sent this one to me. I don't know if y'all can see it. I should have cropped this. I should have cropped this. I don't know if y'all can be able to see this. Baby, it is hot. It is Peeps hot tamales. Can y'all see this? Peeps hot tamale flavor. Now, first of all, I don't know why they keep making Peeps. Now, there's somebody in the world that is buying these damn Peeps because they keep making them every year. And every year they keep adding these flavors. They keep adding these flavors to the Peeps, okay? So now we got hot tamale flavored Peeps. Who want the hot tamale flavored Peeps? Who want the hot tamale flavored Peeps? I see 3s. Peeps are already gross. That's how I feel about it. The Peeps are the candy that won't go away. You put one in your mouth, you bite off a little piece. You can bite off a little piece of Peeps like this, and oh my gosh, it is in your mouth forever. I see a lot of threes. Okay. I see a lot of threes. All right. Okay. Y'all not feeling that. Okay. All right. All right. I see. I see. Y'all not feeling that. Okay. We have another one. All right. Clear the board. Okay. Let's clear the board. Okay. Here's another one. Luxury ice cream brand sells a white truffle flavor for $6,700 a portion. Now, my question is, do you think it's good enough to pay? Y'all think it's good enough to pay $6,000 for white truffle flavor? $6,700 per portion. How big is this portion? Is it a pint? Is it a quart? Is it just two scoops? I need to know. I need to know what this portion is doing. I see a lot of threes. Okay, well, I see a lot of threes. I see a lot of threes. Okay. Are they crazy? Yes. I'm going to say yes. I love truffles, but hell to the no. Now, if you were rich, okay, let's assume you were rich. Would you still pay 6,000? I mean, just assume you had that kind of disposable income. Like, I don't have that kind of disposable income to just pay $6,000 for something I'm getting ready to eat. I don't have that kind of disposable income. But let's assume you did. Let's assume you private jetting, pushing Bentleys. Like, let's assume you had that kind of disposable income. Would y'all pay it? Now, would you pay it? Okay, y'all still saying no. All right, well. Y'all are still saying no, child. What does a white truffle taste like? Girl, I've tasted truffles before, but I don't even know if I want it as an ice cream. Better things to spend that type of money on. My hypothetically rich self would say, heck no. Cam said he tried. If he was private jetting it, he tried. Truffles on French fries is tasty, but an ice cream. Is this from the Neiman Marcus Christmas catalog? Child, I used to love going through the Neiman Marcus Christmas catalog, child. All right, y'all. I haven't talked about this person for a very, very long time on purpose. It was purposefully done that I did not talk about this person for a long time. Okay, it was not by accident that you have not heard this person's name come out of my mouth. But we're gonna talk about him today. We're gonna talk about him today. I have to let y'all listen to something. Okay. And then we're going to come down and we're going to discuss it. Okay.
Have sex with this woman. You took her furniture shopping, correct? Uh,
oh, man. Dang nabbit. My finger hit the button.
Part of trying to have sex with this woman, you took her furniture shopping, correct?
We actually did look for furniture, yes.
So that was true. You actually took this woman.
I think so. I mean, it's been a long time ago. It's how long was it? A long time ago. But I think so. I do think so.
Is that the only occasion when you took a woman shopping?
I think so.
And you say, and again, this has become very famous in this video, I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything. That's what you said, correct?
Well, historically, that's true with stars.
It's true with stars that they can grab women by the pussy?
Well, that's what it's. If you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. Not always, but largely.
Last million years.
Unfortunately or fortunately.
You consider yourself to be a star?
I think you can.
So, as you can tell by the voice, this is Donald Trump. This is actual footage from his deposition. A woman named E. Jean Carroll is suing the former president for battery and defamation. Carroll claimed Trump r'd her in the 90s, and he responded by calling her story a hoax and declaring she's not his type. During his deposition back in October of 2022, so this was only like 5, 6 months ago, y'all. Trump got on the stand to deny all allegations, while in the same breath stood 10 toes down. Lord, why they saying 10 toes down, child? On his previous statements about grabbing women by the kitty cat. In the video, Carroll's attorney, Roberta Kaplan, is asking Trump about his treatment of women generally and questions the previous remarks he made during a 2005 interview with Billy Bush. And when you're a star, they let you do anything. Y'all know the quote, child. He responds, well, historically, that's true. With stars, if you look over the last million years, million years, that's largely true. Then he stunningly added, fortunately or unfortunately. Sir, what? Fortunately or unfortunately? What? So here's the thing, you guys. When people say to me, it's stuff like this that when I try to explain to people why Trump is just a bad person, it's not about, oh, I don't agree with his politics. There's a lot of people whose politics I don't agree with on both sides of the aisle, Republican and Democrat. Okay. It's not about me not believing or not agreeing with his politics. It's about this person being a despicable human being. And anybody that's okay with following him and following in his footsteps, that's the problem I have. That's the problem I have. So I just had to bring that to y'all. I heard that earlier and I was like, you gotta be kidding me right now. This mofo said fortunately or unfortunately. Sir, what could be fortunate about anything you said? I can't. He is a Neanderthal. He absolutely is a Neanderthal. Uh There's 115 people in the room. Please, if you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're new here, go on and hit that subscribe button, child. We have a good time down here. All right. Tory Lanez, attorney, done dropped some more information, child. Remember, they said they're gonna drop stuff they say every day until the judge makes a decision on whether he's gonna get a new trial or not. So the fun fact of the day that they dropped yesterday was mistaken eyewitness identification contributed to approximately 69% of the more than 375 wrongful convictions in the United States overturned by post conviction DNA evidence. Hashtag free Tory Lanez. Hashtag free Tory. So then he posts two different eyewitness versions of, I guess, the events. So I'm gonna read it to you guys. I'm gonna read you what the first one said. I'm gonna read you what the second one said. So this says eyewitness version number one. Question. Okay. And did you state that initially you saw the two girls fighting? Answer. I did. Yes. Question. Did you say that after you saw the two girls fighting, you saw one of the girls shoot, sir? Answer. I believe so, but dot dot dot. Question. Therefore, did you say that my blank, the shorter guy, got involved at that point trying to take the gun away? Mr. Bot, excuse me. Objection, leading the court, overruled. Is that what you said? The witness says, yeah. All right, now this is eyewitness version number two. Question. Sir, did you say that after the shooting, the shorter guy was trying to take the gun from the person who did the shooting? Answer. I never saw that. I mean, this wasn't something that took a long time. It was all instant. Question. It was quick. Answer. Yes. Question. I understand that, sir, but we're trying to get sequentially after you saw the female shoot. What happened next? Did you see the gunman? I mean, excuse me, did you see the gentleman do anything? Answer. I just saw he was very angry. He was shouting, and he then the flashes then came from him. I never saw a gun. I just want that to be clear. This is why the DNA. This is the attorney again. This is why the DNA that excluded Tory Lanez must be heard by a jury. It's a farce that someone fires a gun 5 times. It's immediately recovered and does not leave DNA. So listen. Come here. Mr. New Attorney. Come here. Come here. Mr. New Attorney, come here. I don't care about none of that shit. Until Tory tells us who did it, I don't care about none of that shit. You can't tell me you didn't do it. There's only 3 people there. We know the girl got shot. There's no more. There's no more debating it. Okay, the facts are the facts. The girl had bullets in her foot. Okay, the girl got shot. Okay, there was 3 people there. Your client, Kelsey, the driver. The driver has already been excluded. Why? I don't know. I don't remember. But they said that the driver couldn't have done it. Tory said Kelsey didn't do it. Sir, by process of elimination, ain't nobody left but you. So if Kelsey didn't do it and you didn't do it, who the fuck did it? So I don't really care nothing about these the more you know moments that you keep dropping on us about criminal law. I don't really care. I don't care about none of that. I'm not rehashing what one witness said on Monday versus what that witness said 6 months later. I don't care. It was 3 people there. Only 2 people could have done it. You said Kelsey didn't do it. There's nobody left, sir. There's nobody left but you. Thank you, peace, love. Yes, the more you know. Yes. Now, if Tory had said Kelsey did it, then I'd be like, well, he said Kelsey did it. But he ain't saying that. Not to mention the defense actually called that witness. You are absolutely correct. That was the defense's witness. Y'all, buckle up. Buckle up, y'all. All right, let's get into this last story. Now, I was going to do a totally separate video on this. We were going to have a whole quick chat on Brian McKnight and his situation with his churn. But we're going to just talk about it here because it wasn't a lot of news today. So we got time. Okay, we got time to talk about Brian McKnight. Now, first of all, let me just be perfectly clear. I used to love me some Brian McKnight. Okay, Brian McKnight's first CD got me through my first heartbreak. Was it my first heartbreak? My second heartbreak, but my first real heartbreak. The first one, I guess it counted, but But my little high school sweetheart, who was supposed to be my little college sweetheart child, we broke up during my freshman year in college. Y'all know how that goes. Brian McKnight's first CD got me through it. Got me through it. Okay. And I was a Brian McKnight stan. Okay. I've seen Brian McKnight in concert. I love Brian. I saw Brian McKnight in concert before he got big. He performed here in DC at a little at UDC. And um he wasn't even he wasn't even big time back then. Um and I was a fan. I love me some Brian McKnight. So this is what I want y'all to there's some things I need y'all to hear. There's some things I need y'all to hear. So first of all, Child, wait a minute. I'm trying to find. Here it is right here. Hold on. No, this is not the one. Shit. Brian McKnight. Damn it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking for. Here it is right here, child. It always take me back here. Anyway, I didn't realize he's had 16 studio albums, but anyway. I'm trying to show y'all something. Wait a minute. Okay, here it is right here, child. All right. Now, Brian McKnight's first album had songs like this: "The Way Love Goes," "Goodbye My Love," "One Last Cry," which we all know "One Last Cry," child. We all know "One Last Cry." "After My Love," right? Those are some of the that, but the whole album is banging. All right. Now listen, this gonna have to be an R. Kelly situation right here, where I'm saying, listen, the music is good, even though he ain't shit. You know what? We're gonna get to that in a second. Now, his second album was called "I Remember You." All right. It's called "I Remember You." And the singles that were released off that album were "Crazy Love," "On the Down Low," "Still in Love." Now hold on, I need the whole track list, because, and it's important why I need the whole track list. Um, "On the Floor," "Your Love Is Ooh," "Up Around My Way," "Anyway," "Still in Love," "Every Beat of My Heart," "I Remember You," "Must Be Love," Marley, "Kiss Your Love Goodbye," "You," "The Day the Earth Stood Still," Nico's "Lullaby." That's important. Nico's "Lullaby." "Must Be Love." Now, the reason why I bring these things up, if you are a Brian McKnight fan the way I'm a Brian McKnight fan, then you gonna walk with me on this one. And this is important. Y'all know whenever I start doing this, it always leads us somewhere. So walk with me, y'all. For those of y'all that are new here, just walk with me. Just walk with me. Brian McKnight's first album, baby, he is in love. Okay? You can listen to the words "Crazy Love," "One Last Cry." The man is in love. The man is in love, and he is telling you about his love. He's telling you about that love. Then they get to the second album. Now, somewhere between the first album and the second album, there is trouble in paradise. There is trouble in paradise. If you listen to the words on that second album versus the words on that first album, baby, you know that there is trouble in paradise. The first album came out in 1992. The second album came out in 1995. Then you get to the third album, "Anytime," in 1997. Baby, let's look at this one. "Anytime," "Could," "You Should Be Mine," "Show Me the Way Back to Your Heart," "Every Time We Say Goodbye," "Hold Me," "The Only One for Me," "Till I Get Over You," "When the Chariot Comes." Now, let me tell you something. "Till I Get Over You" is it. That's it right there. That's it right there. "Till I Get Over You," that's it right there. If you listen to Brian McKnight's first album and his second album and then his third album, and you pay attention to the lyrics, you know that this man went from being in love with his wife to being in trouble with his wife to the divorce. You can follow it. You can follow it. You can hear what this man is saying. Listen, listen. The lyrics, I ain't gonna pull up all the lyrics. I ain't got time to do all that. But if you go back and you listen to some of these songs and you pull up the lyrics, and you hear what this man is saying. This man is not playing. You hear regret. You hear regret all up and through. All up and through. If you go back and you listen to interviews that he did during that time, he talks about his wife and his family. He talks about when they went through their divorce and how hard it was on him. And he talks about that he screwed it up. He is honest. He said, I screwed it up. It was me. It was me. Oh, baby, that's Wayne Brady, Wendy. Yeah, that's Wayne Brady, boo. Okay? Now let's fast forward. And I bring all that up for a reason. Listen, nobody is mad at you for finding love again. Nobody is mad at you for saying, listen, I loved my first wife. I did. For what my understanding of love was, I loved my first wife. But I have fast forwarded in my life, and I have learned that the love that I had for my first wife, that ain't that eternal love. That ain't that soulmate love. That ain't that you are the one for me love. Okay? So I loved her, but I realized that it wasn't the kind of love I got for my wife now. You ain't got to knock what you had with the other woman to justify what you doing with this woman. At the end of the day, I don't believe that there's just one person for you in your lifetime. I believe that there's more than one, that you could be happy with more than one person. Okay? And I'm saying all these things for a reason. Before we even get into the churn, I'm saying all this for a reason. Okay? Because now Brian McKnight talking about some, I ain't mean none of those songs didn't mean nothing to me. I was just writing songs. They were just words. Bullshit. I call bullshit. There is not a successful songwriter. There is not a successful songwriter that will tell you that their songs don't mean shit to them. I'm sorry, we not doing it. We ain't going down there. That's bullshit. Now, that doesn't mean every single song gotta mean something to you. But your songs mean something to you. You don't write no 3 albums worth of hits. You don't write 3 albums worth of hits and don't none of them songs mean nothing. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Now we just gonna call a thing over here. Y'all know that's what we do. We call things over here. It's not true, Brian. Now, you can say, well, that was 20 years ago. I've gotten over it. That's where I was at that time in my life. That's fine. Remember, before Prince died, there were certain songs that Prince would no longer perform because he's like, listen, I was in a different place in my life at that time. I can't perform. He wouldn't do Darling Nikki anymore. He said, I just can't do it no more. That's just not who I am today. I'm a devout Jehovah's Witness, and I just can't be standing on stage singing about people masturbating with a magazine. I can't do it, okay? That's just not where I am in my life anymore. And that's fine, but he ain't never once say, oh, the song ain't mean shit. Some songs he didn't write, but he's talking about the songs he wrote, vintage. He's talking about the songs he wrote, though. His love for his wife was an immature head in the clouds. And that's fine. And again, I accept that. But don't say it wasn't, don't say it didn't, that it won't shit. I accept that. Okay? Now, with that being said, let's get into this situation with the churn. Okay, let's talk about these churn. A couple of years ago, this story came out about Brian McKnight disowning his sons. And I'll be honest with you, we talked about it here. I remember us talking about it because once I heard both sides of the story, I said, well, I mean, the son broke into his house and, destroyed the pictures of him and his new wife. You know, he said he paid the rent on an apartment for his sons, and they didn't do their part. They didn't do their fair share. He said that he tried to open up, opportunity for them in the music industry because they said they wanted to, do music, and they didn't do their part. And I said, well, you know, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop. Pause. 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 Mm-mm. Xavier, did you just say you never heard Darling Nikki? Xavier. Xavier. As soon as I in this live, you need to go wherever you need to go. Because I don't even know where you can find Prince music. You need to go wherever you need to go. And you need to go listen to Darling Nikki. First of all, if you haven't heard Darling Nikki, have you heard Purple Rain, the Purple Rain album at all? Have you listened to any of the Purple Rain album? How you ain't never heard Darling Nikki? Xavier, have you listened to Purple Rain, the album Purple Rain, not the song? Have you listened to Purple Rain, the album? Y'all, Xavier, baby. Y'all, he said the only Prince song I know is Song of the Heart. I don't even know what song that is. I don't even know what, I've never even heard of that song. Sir, Xavier, Xavier, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. As soon as this live is over, you need to go watch Purple Rain. You need to go watch Purple Rain. I don't know where you gonna find it. I don't know where it's streaming, but baby, go find Purple Rain. The whole soundtrack is in Purple Rain. And then after you go listen, then after you listen to Purple Rain, you need to just go listen to the whole Prince discography. How you only know one song by Prince? Go listen to Sign of the Times. Go listen to Diamonds and Pearls. Go listen to 1999. How you serious? You never heard of Door? You never heard Little Red Corvette? I don't even know what to do with this information. And I feel like you said something like this in the past and we told you go watch it. I feel like, oh my Jesus. I saw Purple Rain in the theater. When Doves Cry. Uh-uh. Kiss, yes. Erotic, yes. Little Red Corvette. I mean, what's the beret? The beret song, Raspberry Beret. Oh, baby. Apple TV and Prime are streaming Purple Rain. We might need to have a watch along party for just for Xavier. We might need to have an just for Xavier. Wendy say she only know When Doves Cry in 1999. Y'all, I can't do this with y'all. Mm-mm. Controversy. Am I black or white? Am I straight or gay? Controversy. Okay. I can't with this. Let's get back to Brian McKnight because I can't do this with you, Xavier. You know I love you, baby. If you don't go watch, he may not be old enough. I understand that because y'all know Xavier is our baby. Xavier is the baby, but I need you to go watch Purple Rain. Yes, I'm probably the only person in the world that actually liked that movie, but I liked Under the Cherry Moon. I thought it was a cute little movie. I thought it was a cute movie, Under the Cherry Moon. Anyway, let's get back to this. The Batman soundtrack. Yes. Okay. I ain't doing this with y'all. Let's go. Let's go. I saw Prince 3 times before he passed away, and it was an experience all 3 times, child. Right. She was working part time at a five and dime. Her boss was Mr. McGee. Okay, I can't do this with y'all. Okay. You gonna tell El Teddy he'll have a sugar spike? He will. He will. Okay. Vanity 6, the time. Okay. Moving on. I I feel like we had this conversation, Xavier, because you didn't know who Morris Day and the Time was when we were talking about the BET Awards, and I feel like we had this conversation with you already. I feel like I already gave you this homework assignment, Xavier. Xavier, don't let this happen again. You know what? I quit. I quit. I quit. I don't even know if I can get back to Brian McKnight. Xavier, what? Xavier said Under the Cherry Moon was in black and white. How old is Prince? It was made in the 80s. He just did it in black and white, child. Lord, I'm moving on. Andre, you saw him at Essence. I was at Essence. We were there together, girl. I saw him at Essence. Yes. Andre, we was there together. We didn't even know it, but we was in the same place at the same time. Yes. Yes, Andre, for us being there together. Remember when Prince brought out Janelle Monae performed and Prince came out on stage while she was doing her set? That was so funny. Everybody lost their mind when Prince came out on stage with her. It was hilarious. Erica Badu was on stage high as hell. She was high as hell. Mm-hmm. She was high as shit. She was out there with the Roots, child. She was so high. Okay, all right. Okay, moving on. I can't. So Prince 6 times during the Coming to America tour. I ain't mad at you, Auntie Dee. Go ahead now. Essence, that's good times. Yes, honey. We were there. So if you were at, so listen, if you were at Essence Fest the year that Prince performed when they lit up the Mercedes Superdome in purple, the whole Mercedes, like you could see it for miles. It was lit up in purple. If you were there at that Essence Fest, I was there with you. You met me. We somewhere we met each other. I'm gonna claim it. We met each other that year. I remember I saw Prince Harvey, Lord, Steve Harvey at the casino gambling. I took a little sneak. I took a picture of him, but it was blurry because you know you ain't supposed to have you definitely wasn't supposed to take a picture in the casino. And he was playing roulette. He was at a table by himself playing roulette, and he had like his security with him. And I remember I walked right past him, and I wasn't paying no damn attention. And then somebody was like, "Yep, he was at Harris." And then somebody was like, "There goes Steve Harvey." I was like, "Where?" And they were like, "He right there playing." I had just walked past him. I said, "Oh." So then I walked right by him and I tried to do like this with my phone on the slick, but then the picture was blurry, child. I said, "It ain't that serious, child. It wasn't that serious." That's when they did the premiere of Blackish. I saw a sneak peek of Blackish. That was the Blackish was coming out that fall. And you know, during Essence Fest, they have like, you know, you could see sneak peeks of different stuff. I remember TD Jakes was there. I sat in on his the book that I think his daughter had just written her book, and they did a panel. I sat in on that. I had a good time. I had a good time. Anyway, child, let's get back to Brian McKnight. See, this is how we go left. Xavier, seriously, we will listen. Don't you say it no more. The next time we bring up Prince, you better be like, I saw it. And I don't even care whether you like it or don't like it at this point. But I don't never, ever, ever want you to never, ever say again that you ain't never heard Purple Rain, Darling Nikki, never seen the movie. Okay? Now listen, I ain't saying you gotta look at Under Cherry Moon or Sign of the Times, but you gotta look at Purple Rain. Okay? That is your homework assignment. So don't let it come up again. All right, moving on. With that being said, moving on. See, I knew Prince was an icon, but I was born around the time that he was going by a symbol, and as a child, I thought it was stupid and weird. I first got into him when he did Happy Feet. Child, I don't even remember him. See, you remember stuff I don't even remember. Well, Xavier, you know why he was going by the symbol, right? You know why he was going by the symbol. Yeah, his music wasn't gonna be on YouTube because he controlled his music. It wasn't until he died that you could have such access to his music like you can now. Anyway, well, anyway, Xavier, put it in the chat if you know why he was going by the symbol at that time. Put it in the chat. All right. Not Darling Nikki makes me want to go back on the pole. Okay, girl. Yes. You better go on and do that thing. I could, you know what? Darling Nikki was probably a real popular song in the clubs. It probably was. I could see it. I would strip to it if I was a scripper. I'd script a dollar Nikki. Thank you, YBS. Congratulations on the 12K. I'm so proud of you. I'm sure I'm late. Girl, no, you listen, you right on time. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get back to Brian McKnight. Why is this thing acting stupid? It's not doing it. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, make it rain, make it rain. Make it rain, make it rain. Make it rain, make it rain. I've been forgetting to play that the last couple of times I got a super chat, child. We gotta make it rain when we get the super chat, honey. All right, so let's get back to Brian McKnight, child. I can do Prince all night. Okay. Knowing your stripper theme music is not what I expected to hear tonight. Listen, you gotta know. You gotta know. You gotta know, honey. Okay. I seen Happy Feet. I saw Happy Feet. You just made me pull up my pics in purple. Remember, he requested we all wear purple that night. Yes, honey. Listen, let me tell. Okay, see, this how y'all be getting me. I should really say this for members only, but I'm gonna give y'all a story time real quick, and we're gonna get back to Brian McKnight real quick, okay? Because I gotta talk. Because I got some words from Mr. Brian McKnight and his situation with his churn. But let me just give y'all this quick story time, real quick story time. Now listen, I went to Essence with my sister. We're going to see LL Cool J for my birthday, me and my sister child. Now listen, my sister a weed head. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just, and she's unapologetic about it. Okay, my sister's a weed head. Okay, she loves her weed. Okay, I am not a weed person. I don't smoke the weed. I don't. That ain't my thing. Okay, we get to New Orleans. I promise y'all, we was in New Orleans 0.2 seconds, and my sister had found some edibles. I said, how the fuck? We've been in New Orleans for 0.2 seconds and you done found some edibles. There was it was like an ice cream truck, right? But it was selling the lollipops, the weed lollipops. My sister bought like 10 of them. I said, so here's what had happened. She gave me one. And I was like, yeah, again, I'm not no weed person, child. Y'all, I was sucking on the weed lollipop. I was so damn hot watching. I don't even think I didn't do it the night that it was Prince. I did it the night that it was Mary J. Blige. I did it the night it was Mary because it was Prince one night and Mary J. Blige was the next night, and then that last night it was like the last night was like the old people night because it was like Lionel Richie and like the old like the Isley brothers and all that, right? It was the night of Mary J. Blige. Y'all, and the thing was, I ain't even sucked the whole damn thing. I probably maybe half of it. I had to put the plastic back on that thing. I couldn't finish it. I was high as fuck. I said, excuse me, my sister got me high, y'all. Anyway, yeah, Frankie Beverly and Maze. I don't remember what night, but I think were they the Lionel Richie night? Anyway, child, that's what it was. So you were there too, YBS. See, y'all met me. If y'all were at that Essence Fest, I was at that Essence Fest. Y'all met me. Y'all saw me. We was there. We was there together. It's the laughing for me. You had a great time. Listen. And then I had some friends who were there and they had a party and we went to the little after party. Child. Anyway, child, I don't even want to talk about Brian McKnight ass no more. Y'all done got me all these. See, then the people that don't normally watch me, they're gonna be in the comments talking about something. You need to focus. You get off topic too much. I'll be telling them what. Listen, you in the wrong place. It was a really big reunion at Essence Fest. Yes, before I wasn't even doing YouTube then. Child, I wasn't even doing YouTube. But listen, let me just say this about Brian. Let's get back to Brian McKnight, child. Brian McKnight, you ain't shit daddy. Let me just start there, okay? I was trying to be methodical about this and trying to take y'all down this yellow brick road and bring y'all here, but I just got to start at the end and work my way back at this point. Brian McKnight, you ain't shit daddy. Now listen, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt when you was talking about how your children was ungrateful and they didn't want to do nothing for themselves. They just wanted to live off of you and your money, and how they were mad that you got remarried and they broke into your house and they tore up your wedding pictures. And I was, listen, I had empathy for you. I did. I had some empathy for you. But then YBS Mary keeps saying Brian who in the chat. The first time she said that, I thought she really didn't know who he was talking about. But she keeps saying Brian who. So you know who we talking about. You just don't like who we talking about. So uh yes. Sorry, yes. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need to find this. Child, why official King Payne and Andre from Chasing LA was on Judge Mathis today, settling LLC Gate. For those of you that watch Chasing LA, y'all remember LLC Gate from season one? Y'all, I need to go find this episode.
Oh, he's the victim of a theft. Thank you. This was the name of his company. Well, it was never his name. Yeah, but that was some manipulation. Takes a fan everywhere. He takes a fan everywhere. He wears the crown everywhere. What kingdom he presides over, I have yet to figure that out. But in his mind, he's a delusional king of some sort. So you see, he always is somebody's business. That's why we're here now, because he can't mind his own business, sucker. More of Judge Mathis.
I need to find the entire episode. Please, all of my people, if y'all find it online, I don't know, Judge Mathis has a website. Y'all, I need this whole episode. I need it. I need it in my life. Tracy, all my researchers, Abby, y'all, I need y'all to find it. I need y'all to... It came on today. I didn't even know Judge Mathis' ass was still coming on. Maybe if I could try to find it on my DVR. It came on today. I need that in my life. I need to see that whole episode. Anyway, Tracy looking for it. I knew it. Tracy is looking for it. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'll be right back. And then we're gonna finish up this Brian McKnight shit. Because I'm sick of him and I ain't even finished telling the story. Hold on. Child, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna find that thing. Oh, we're going to find it. We are going to find it. Do you hear me? But anyway, so we knew that Brian McKnight and his sons were estranged. We knew that, okay? But what I did not realize was that he was estranged from his daughter. So Brian McKnight did had another baby with his new wife, okay? Uh, did I recognize the CC from YouTube? Who? Deborah, I don't, what, you mean on Greg Judge Mathis? So I'm telling y'all, if I can find the whole thing, we're gonna come down here. We're gonna have a watch party, child. We're gonna look at it together. But anyway, with that being said, I'm sorry, y'all, my brain. So he posted like last week is when all this shit popped off. He posted about being a girl dad because his daughter just had, I mean, his wife just had a daughter. Oh, you made me a girl dad, and thank you, blah 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 blah. And he talking as if he don't already have a daughter. So that's what brought this controversy back up. Um, yeah, that's King Payne. That's King Payne and that's Andre. Both of them are on Chasing LA Child. So what I did not, like I said, I did not know that him and his daughter were estranged. So allegedly, come to find out, um, he had accused his daughter of having a relationship with her first cousin. And he actually mentioned it in an interview as to part of the reason why he was estranged from her. Okay, that's one of the things that he said. Now, the other thing he said was that he was a good father because he paid child support. Let me tell you something. So let's go through a couple of these articles. Okay, I got a couple of them. Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight denies abandoning his estranged daughter. Says he paid support for 18 years. Brian McKnight scoffed at his estranged daughter, Brianna's. She named after you, sir. Her name is Brianna. Allegations that she had a troubled childhood while being estranged from him, and told the court his child was well taken care of despite her claims. According to the court documents obtained by Radar Online, the legendary singer refuted Brianna McKnight's accusations that part of her lawsuit against him for defamation. As we first reported back in 2020, Brianna sued Brian for defamation. She accused him of spreading a vicious lie about her online. Brianna claimed that Brian claimed she had slept with a cousin as a minor after she blasted him on social media. He denied the allegations and argued that his statements were substantially true. The case was settled in February before going to trial. In the post that she said set him off, Brianna wrote, "Daddy's little girl was never really a thing for me. Nobody understands what I've been through except for my siblings. Believe it or not, I'm not always the person I seem to be. I'm not always happy, and most of the time I'm battling my own demons just like everyone else." Brian's estranged daughter added, "I grew up thinking that the things that were happening to me and my dad's relationship were my fault. I grew up thinking that he doesn't want to come to visit me because he doesn't love me. It sucks knowing that my phone calls have to go through a stranger I barely know, that my text messages are read without response, and that my stepmother tells me that they wish the best for me. It kills me to know that it's so hard for me and my siblings to get a word in, not one word. At a very young age, I was always second place in my father's heart, maybe even third, fourth, or fifth, depending on the situation. My father hasn't called to wish me a happy birthday in years, and yet I sit by the phone every single year hoping that one day his heart will change." Brianna published her story after Brian's older son, BJ, wrote his own post trashing their father. In court documents, Brian claimed Brianna's accusations he had not called her on her birthday were false. He said instead of informing the public that she has never had a genuine relationship with Brian, he laminated that his stepchildren came before her instead of informing the public that she and her mother lived off of Brian's financial influence for 18 years, and she attended the finest private schools and saw the best doctors as a result of his generosity. Brianna complained that nobody understands what she's been through. He argued his video where he made the accusations that Brianna sued him over were defending himself against the absent father claims. Brian said he spoke hard truths about his children, their sense of entitlement, their lack of appreciation, and the false implication that he abandoned them. He argued he did nothing wrong. Brian has recently caught heat for praising his stepchildren with his new wife while not doing the same for his biological children. So, Brian, let me tell you something. This is why you an ancient daddy. Because nothing that your daughter said had to do with money. Nothing that your daughter said about her life being hard and about the things that she's gone through were about material possessions. She didn't say my daddy didn't buy me a new car when I turned 16. She didn't say my daddy didn't buy me a place to live. She didn't say my daddy didn't give me the newest Louis Vuitton bag or take me on expensive trips or fly me first class. She didn't say none of that shit. She said my daddy don't call me on my birthday. She said my daddy doesn't, that if I want to talk to my daddy, I have to go through intermediaries to get him on the phone. She said I have not seen my father. And growing up, I thought I had done something wrong. And I thought that my father did not love me. And when your mind, you translated that into, well, I paid my child support. She had a good life. Because in your mind, you probably paid a lot of child support, which you probably did. But she ain't say nothing about that. She never, at least in this quote that I read, she ain't say shit about that. She didn't say that that her mama was on welfare and they were on food stamps and that she had to go to the Salvation Army to get. She ain't say none of that. That is not what her claim is. Her claim is you were not there. That she did not feel loved by you. That she did not feel like she was a part of your world. That's what she said. And then you turn around and you post on your Instagram that your new daughter, your newborn daughter, made you a girl dad when you have a whole daughter. So that's what she said. So that's what I mean when I say you ain't shit daddy. Now that's reason number one why you ain't shit daddy. Now let's get into reason number two. Let's go on and get into it. Now we talked about the fact that his daughter sued him. Let's talk about that. Hold on, let's do that first. Let's talk about the lawsuit first. Let's do that one first. Okay. Hold on. I got him out of order. Hold on. Let me get to the first one. I sent it to myself yesterday. Hold on. Shit. Let me just read this article because it's probably going to repeat it in the article. So let me just read you this article. Okay. So Brian McKnight said, you heard in that last article I read that he accused his daughter of having a relationship with her cousin while she was underage, right? An incestuous relationship. She sued him for defamation. They ended up settling out of court. But let me read you guys this article. And this is reason number two why you were ancient daddy. Actually, it's reason number three. The fact that even if it were true, even if that were true, the fact that you would repeat that story in an interview as a way to defend yourself as to why you're not an active part of your child's life, that's reason number two. Here's reason number three. Brian McKnight demanded his estranged daughter, Brianna, tell him how many sexual partners he had and the nature of each encounter as part of her lawsuit against her famous dad. As Radar Online first reported, Brianna's estranged daughter, Brian's child, this Brian and Brianna thing. Brian's estranged daughter, Brianna, sued him for defamation in 2020. Brianna's mother is a woman named Patricia Driver. Brian had Brianna while he was married to his then wife, Julie, who he has two sons with named Nico and BJ. Now, remember, he wrote a whole song about Nico. It was called Nico's Lullaby. Remember that on his first album? It was called Nico's Lullaby. This daughter, Brianna, who is named after you, was a product of an affair. So you cheated on your wife, who you had the two sons by, with this woman, where you ended up with a third child, a little girl, okay? Let's just get into it. The singer is currently married to his wife Leilani Malia Mendoza. The entertainer has taken on Leilani's kids as his own. He's recently caught backlash for praising his stepchildren while practically acting like his biological kids don't exist. In her lawsuit, she claims that her famous father spread a vicious lie about her online. Brianna said that Brian told his followers that she had been engaged in sexual relations with an older cousin when she was a minor. In her complaint, Brianna described her relationship with Brian as an emotional roller coaster. She said she was close with BJ and Nico, but never with Brian. Now, I think that's a testament to the two mothers. I think that is a testament to the side chick and to his ex wife that the children have a close relationship. Okay. At times, their relationship was cordial, and at times it became strained or at all non existent. She said there was sporadic contact for years. Brianna said Brian never revealed her as his kid publicly, and she kept the secret for years. In 2018, Brianna said that she reached out to Brian in an effort to establish a bond. However, she accused him of dismissing her efforts. The following year, she decided to write a post about growing up with the absent father on her Instagram. She said she never mentioned Brian by name or provided any clues to who he was. Despite not naming him, Brianna said that Brian fired back by making the claims that she and her cousin on his Instagram in an attempt to cause an emotional distress. And unfortunately, along the way, a couple of years ago, I caught wind. This is what Brian McKnight said. Unfortunately, along the way, a couple of years ago, I caught wind that there was an older cousin who was above 18 who was quite possibly having sex with her. She claimed Brian was trying to save his image by publicly stating Brianna was a promiscuous and incestuous minor, and therefore he hoped undermining Brianna's credibility regarding the post that he did not even identify him. Brianna was adamant that she never engaged in any sexual contact of any kind with any relative of any age. Brian denied all allegations of wrongdoing and demanded that the suit be thrown out. In newly discovered documents obtained by Radar.com, we've learned as part of the case, Brian demanded that Brianna answer sensitive questions. The two fought over whether Brianna had the right to demand she hand over a list, of her sexual partners prior to August 15, 2019. Brianna demanded that the court not force her to turn over the answers. She said she would answer whether she had a sexual relation with any relative, but didn't feel that Brian was entitled to any further information. She said Brian asked her to identify all persons with whom she had had sexual contact of any kind prior to August 15th of 2019. Further, he wanted her to describe each sexual encounter she had prior to August 15th, including the person involved, their age at the time, the place the encounter occurred, and the nature of the encounter. Lastly, he wanted her to identify all persons you refer to as a boyfriend prior to. Oh, shit. Ah, sorry, y'all. I hit the button. I lost the article. Hold on. Let me scroll down. I'm almost at the end. It identify all persons whom you had sexual. Okay, man, hold on. Let me keep scrolling. Sorry, y'all. Oh, that you referred to as a boyfriend prior to August 15, 2019. Brian argued that the information was relevant to the case. In February, Brian and Brianna reached a deal to dismiss the lawsuit before the case went to trial, which means he paid her. Now, listen, let me say this. Understandably, that information came from your attorneys. Your attorneys created that list of questions. I doubt that. Brian McKnight wrote those questions, right? His attorneys wrote those questions. But here's why I'm saying that you ain't shit. Because the minute, if you had any inkling of love for this girl, if you felt any kind of way as a father to your child, you would have stopped right then and there and you would have tried to settle with her. First of all, you was wrong for even saying it. Whether it was true or not, you should have never put that information out. Okay? That's just not what a father would do to their child. Second of all, the minute your attorney sat down and said, these are the questions that we're going to ask her, in the deposition or on the stand or whatever, you as a father should have said, okay, this has gone too far. This has gone too far. But the fact that you was down for that and you was cool with it and you were a part of humiliating that girl, that tells me that you have no love for her as a father, because no father would do that to their child. No father would do that to their child. So that's why I say you ain't shit daddy. You ain't shit daddy, Brian McKnight. And I used to really like you, and I used to really like your music. Well, like you, I shouldn't say that because I ain't know you. I used to really like your music. Yeah, he doesn't have a relationship with her. Absolutely not. But not only does he not have a relationship with her, he don't. In my opinion, he doesn't even have any love for her as a father. How could you do that to your child? Anyway, y'all. That's all I got for y'all tonight, child. We done went way left now. Xavier, do not forget your homework assignment. The next time we meet back here at the next tribe meeting, there will be a quiz. There will be a quiz. Now my life for his music has gone back to one. That's a good one, Cams. That's a good one. Okay. So Xavier, there will be a quiz. There will be a Purple Rain quiz. Tribe members, you can present. You may prepare one question each to ask Xavier about the movie Purple Rain. You may present one question each. Matter of fact, I might find a Kahoot. I might find a Kahoot on Purple Rain, and we might have to play a Kahoot, Xavier. Okay, that is your homework assignment. Is to go watch the movie Purple Rain. Okay. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Thank you so much, YBS Mary, for your super chat. I appreciate you so much. What did Xavier do? Child, Xavier don't know no Prince songs. I said something about Darling Nikki, and he didn't know what Darling. He never heard it before. I had to take my father and his brother to court for what happened when I was younger. I don't know what happened when you were younger, Morgan, but I can deduce that I feel like maybe it was something they did to you. To me, that is a different conversation. What they did to you and you taking them to court, go for it. I ain't mad about that. I'm talking about Brian McKnight, who in a way to justify his behavior towards his daughter is going to bring up what his daughter is or is not allegedly doing with a cousin. That's just not what a father does. You got the movie queued up. All right, Xavier. All right. Well, when we come back, there will be a quiz. There will be a quiz. Again, I want to thank Cross Country Cruiser for gifting 3 memberships. And for those 3 members, welcome to the tribe. Well, you already part of the tribe, child. Welcome to the membership. Yeah. With that being said, y'all, let me get out of here. We're gonna be watching Queen Charlotte this weekend. If you're a Bridgerton fan, I'm probably gonna watch the first episode tonight. But we can ready to watch Queen Charlotte, okay, this weekend. So I'll drop my reviews as I watch them, okay? All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.